Hello, ladies and gentlemen, Conelanders here, and welcome to round number 7 of the Assetto Corsa Conelanders League. I am starting in the second position for this race at the Nurburgring GP track. This is the Sprint Course GT version. This one features the chicane that is less tight. It is more of an S than a chicane. This course in general leads to a lot of interesting lines in the way that there's multiple grooves, especially through the first Mercedes arena. However, all of these lines seem to produce very similar times, so that should make for some pretty interesting racing as we start here. There is a close competition at the front of the field. In practice and qualifying, the times near the front seemed really tight, except for that one guy who we're not going to mention, who seems to be pretty untouchable here. Sit back and enjoy the race. I think it's going to be a good one. I'm going to vote Spooky is the one who goes flying through us off into the gravel in turn 1.
Maybe.
What? Why me?
I don't know. Just a gut feeling.
Man.
Everyone make sure
Who's still out there running?
I was told to never trust a potato.
Is it just because of that Imola dive bomb?
That might have had something to do with it. Don't forget to put your race fuel in, everybody.
Thank you, Cone.
8 laps, right?
I'm purposely gonna aim for hitting Cone now. Just because he said that.
Alright,
Wow.
good luck, tires on.
Right.
Good luck, everybody.
Good luck.
Good luck. Let's try not to
Good luck.
have any
Good luck.
freakouts off the line.
Mm-hmm.
Why am I here?
Remember
We'll face in
to
the right direction on launch.
remember to hit me in the rear bumper and knock me into last place, as always.
And try not to stall.
Tiger, I'm not in behind you.
My overlay starts working.
You'll find a way to do it, Marsden.
No, unless you magically get in front of me.
Les, keep your
That's possible.
graphics drivers alive.
Yes, please.
Yeah,
Don't mention
we'll
that.
try.
Don't mention that.
Right, let's go.
Weird start. But I think it actually worked out to my advantage. We may get sharked by turn 1. Nice little block there.
Everybody goes wide and smashes into each other.
No one hit me. No one hit me.
Sorry, Shadow.
I would say that
I
was
thought I was still behind you.
well defended. I thought there was a chance I'd have it though. Keep these two lunatics behind me. Maestro got around Cervatus.
Sorry about that.
Stop touching you two.
Oh, Maestro.
Sorry.
Problem, man.
Careful, red bump outside.
I'm witnessing the whole thing.
Sebby's.
Rookies.
And there's a spin. Thank you, whoever did that.
Hopefully that puts you a bit straighter.
I tried to save you, Rotor.
Alright, this should... Well, I think I might have been better off staying behind him and getting the draft. There has been a pretty good draft. Eeh. I don't like
Sorry.
the way this looks. I bowed out of that one.
Enthusiastic there, Cube.
There's no way he keeps it on track. Hey, oh, freaking rally
Everyone
drivers.
cuts the chicane.
I think this will be our battle today. This is my only chance of getting a battle with Sharky was off the start there.
Mika.
He's been pretty consistently 3/4 of a second a lap faster than I've been.
Leave my bumper alone.
Just a little nudge of a payback there. And he's still here. This is gonna be interesting. Sorry, Sharky, you're gonna have a boring race.
It's a pretty impressive dive bomb there, Shadow.
Hey, kudos on
Yeah.
it. My brakes weren't working exactly the best.
Look at that, I
You
managed
saw
not to have
nothing,
into there.
Rebel?
Yeah, I saw inside of a car.
Not
I gotta
pass
worry
me
that-
inside on that corner.
I gotta worry a little bit about
I have no idea how I kept that.
the car behind me here
Stop
too.
hitting me, please.
Ooh, understeer
Ow,
there.
Mom, he's hitting me.
Tiger, I'm nowhere near you.
Hey, you
Don't
boys
make
play
me
nice.
put you in the corner. Alright, now there's a little gap behind me. So that's good. We'll be able to get a good line into here. See, me and Maestro have been debating this chicane all week. Because we decided to turn off tracks, I said it's everybody's fair game, you know? Use whatever track you want, because I don't want to have to police it. Well, some people think that jumping over the curbs through there is the faster way. I personally believe that if you can get through there
It's very
smoothly,
aggressive.
not hit the curbs, then you're still going to be faster. Because you can get a better exit. Nice run off of there. Nice run, but then a little too much speed into 3. However, we have the preferred line here.
And they touch.
Similar lines through there. If you go too far to the left right here, it will actually slow you down. So there is a little bit of an off-track penalty.
Why?
Ooh, that was weird. I don't know why I didn't go into gear there. Didn't mess me up too terribly much, though. Oh, okay, that's too far. That is too far out there because it's very slippery. It's going to hurt me down this whole straightaway. I was trying to almost run a 47 here. Not going to happen now. It's going to be a short race, only 8 laps here. So I really have not the time to mess around trying to catch him. I gotta be right up there with him the whole time. I feel like I'm following his line through the chicane there instead of taking my own. Need to not do that. What's he running there? Oh, it's already passed.
Sorry, Rebel.
Yeah, I thought you was going right, and I tried to go left.
Wide through 1 for him. Good for us. I am driving very aggressively. Oh, a little bit of lag. Driving very aggressively, so I expect to have some moments here. There's the big mistake we needed from the rookie. Oh, he's actually going to lose a couple spots there. It's not clean sailing for us yet, though. We still have some pressure from behind. All right, Shark, the comeback starts now. Watch out.
Alright, I'll be waiting.
I think we both need to calm down.
3 white doesn't go.
Let's see if I can
I don't
back to
even
running
know what
my
happened
line
there.
through here. A little bit too pinned down through there. It's a momentum track, you know. You gotta keep it a little bit wound up. If you get it bogged down, it takes a long time to recover. And that last turn is one of the turns
Sorry.
that's really
Good
important to do that.
Sorry.
Alright.
still do have a feature race ahead of us here.
Been clean either.
So if I can get a little bit of practice here and try and improve my lap time, that's only good for us for the next race to hope to have a chance.
Not a show for you.
That green stuff is super slippery. You can make it work, but it's less than ideal. Same with the stuff right here. Seeing how he has pretty much zero pressure behind him, I'm going to say he's not going to make any huge mistakes. But I need to be pretty mistake-free because I only got a 1.8 gap. I wish Maestro wouldn't have gone off there because I think that would have been an interesting battle. That's kind of what I was trying to communicate with him about his lines through this track. It could be fast for a lap. It's just not a very consistent line. See, I'm more just getting into the third and then just flat out through the rest of it here. He's actually sticking in fourth, sailing over the curbs, but I just don't think it gives you as good of a run out. And I'm running, for the times I've been running all week, pretty decent times right here, 48s. It took me a long time to get to the 48s. These are pretty good track conditions though. I think we're up to 100% for this race. And it is kind of warm.
Sir Rogers.
There he goes, taking another one.
Thanks.
I think we got a new Pastor Maldonado today.
Yay!
I'm all over the place, I don't know what's going on.
That's a rookie battle there too. Like those are the two leaders in the rookie standings. So it's very important for those two what position they finish ahead of each other. Not so much in the overall standings, but definitely in the Rookie of the Year. Cervantes, I believe, is in the lead because Maestro missed the first race. So if he can stay near him, I think it'll work out for him. As of right now, he's ahead of him. There we go. That's kind of my preferred driving line through there. Look at the delta coming down out of the turn. Oop, on the gas just a fraction too soon there. I found the best thing you can do is instead of like yanking it back to the track, just keep in it and keep going straight, and it doesn't seem to bog it down so badly. We're in pretty comfortable shape right now though. And I don't have to do my classic push to get fast lap mistake because I realize there is zero chance of me getting the fast lap here.
Bit optimistic there.
Is he really 12 seconds ahead? What a guy. Who invited him? Oh wait, it was me. No, my lines seem to be getting messier, not cleaner. It's hard when you don't have an objective, like, there's no target right now, it's just, this is where we're gonna finish unless we make any huge mistakes. It's a very quick race.
Cole, do you mind slowing down a bit?
I mean, I don't mind.
I'll flash my lights on you.
I usually pay for that. Easy. Easy with the understeer car. I'm waiting for the fight between the rookies after the race here.
We've got a good one going on here.
I'm all alone.
We might have a fight on the last lap. I'd rather not.
Hey, Rebel, you want to slow down and give him a good fight?
No, I already traded paint with him.
Wait,
But
GD
they may
there. I don't know what I
fight
was
as a
thinking.
battle on the track, whereas I'm going to punch somebody in the face for wrecking me.
I meant there was probably going to be a fight.
Yeah, there might be.
And there's a fight in the infield.
You had to say that, didn't
Oh yeah.
I almost wonder if there's not something I could do setup-wise for the next race.
I screwed up my race well and truly.
I tuned a lot of oversteer out of this setup.
Sorry.
I seem to have
And Rebel
gotten to the
felt
point.
that first hand.
You two
Yeah.
really want this two-way fight to become a four-way fight, don't you?
Yes.
I've gotten to the point
That's
where
it,
I've
you
really
have to learn to
introduced some
evolve,
understeer. Not that you can probably hear any of that.
I mean, one more screw up and I'm right there. I'm bringing a friend with me. Whose lights
That
are
was
kinda
glorious.
annoying. Because I've
See
seen
more
that
of that.
way too much.
Hi, Tiger. I didn't realize you was behind me.
Yeah, that whole last sector was really nice. I'm
Magnet.
gonna try and replicate that.
They're attracting me.
There we go. Yet another second
Careful, he's
place.
out for blood, Marizon.
You mean
It seems
I've
to be
been drawn
place.
to you because I dropped from
Yeah, that's
11th.
pushing wide, okay?
Well, this shaped up to be quite an interesting race. If you look at the fastest laps, second place through fifth were very close, and that led to quite a battle there between me and Maestro. There was a little contact. I didn't get too upset about it. It happens. I was taking a much different braking approach to the hairpin right-hander than pretty much anyone else, so that's probably something I need to change. However, I was able to get back around through his mistake in that same hairpin. I really wish that wouldn't have happened. I think the race between us would have been pretty outstanding otherwise. I didn't even get the third fastest lap here, so although I came home with a second place finish, I don't think I was the second fastest car here. Like, I think that's a much better finishing position than I maybe had the pace for. So just good overall consistency got us there. A good race, move on to the feature, and hope that I learned enough here to do well in what will be the final race of the season. Hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you next time.